Hello everybody, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This time it's picking my voice up. We love that. Oh, you didn't actually miss anything. We are coming off the last one. I'm adjusting my mic because literally nothing ever stays the same. Gimme. Sure. We're coming off having, I think, fixed our chlorine gas situation. At the very least, it's kind of, I mean, it's cooling down a bit, but it's maintaining a much cooler temperature than it was. Because as this thing erupts, it's pumping hot gas into here, and there's not minus whatever degree rocks. Well, there's some... Okay, there's some polluted dirt down here that's very cold and should be removed. Actually, to be fair, everything in here should be removed. But if we can sweep all of this out, then I think we're fine. The chlorine obviously isn't going to go anywhere. I have no idea where I'm going to put that. Well, you know what? I could just open it, right? I could open the liquid chlorine and it should immediately become a gas again. And as we add these things made of warm material, they should also heat up the room. Right, cancel the sweep and instead empty. Yeah. Perfect. We're getting rid of the mercury. Oh yeah, because this is all... I was like, oh, why do we have water in here? No, it's mercury that we have in here. And that was annoying. Shift 8? Yes, is our power plant. So, something I did see was that this heat spike is very useful. And the door is opening for longer and longer in order to keep this temperature, well, to keep this at the right temperature. I've been told that perhaps my heat spike isn't deep enough, and this is extremely cool obsidian. Everywhere, it's like 11,000, 10,000, 11,000 down here. I don't think we've managed to pull 500 degrees out of this obsidian, but that does seem to be the case. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come down here and dig an even deeper heat spike, which is very annoying. But I'm sure we can figure it out. It just revolves around getting in here. Probably coming in through here, digging down. I don't want to have to go this far. But I also might need to, because I don't see any magma. And I might need the heat spike to be touching the magma. So I might have to establish some really convoluted liquid locked system in order to ladder. Like I might need to basically do this until I can figure out where the hell the magma is and then heat spike all the way down there to at least have a permanent power solution, right? What a pain that is. Hold on, let me think about the easiest possible way to get in here without having to delete everything. No, I could just do this. I could do this and then I can dig down here so we won't get any liquid in here, hopefully. Well, the water might come down here. That could be a problem. At least, if I do this, the water doesn't seem to ever flow onto these tiles. Yeah, we've got some things to work out. But we've also got some things that did work out properly. Like the liquid chlorine I opened in here seems to have just become chlorine. What's this? That we can't sweep. Oh, Megafront grain. Yeah, of course. So, Megafront grain goes in these. And then I'm going to have them build... Yeah, I guess they've never built the wires. So I'm going to have them build some wires here, and then these things can start sweeping. The nice thing is, as this thing picks up megaphone grain, it will generate not a huge amount, but a small amount of heat, just by the nature of it running. And you're still pumping. You're overpressured. Is it time to plant more megaphons? It might be. Let's deconstruct this for now. I might need the kiln. And if I do, I'm going to put one all the way over here just in case. But this way I can plant my megaphons working out this way. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Mega. Oh, I don't have any... Where do you get the spores from? Megaphond spore. Yeah, I know it's the seed of a megaphond. But how do I acquire it? I don't know. Maybe I have to select them as a reward. I'm not sure I actually have that many megaphons then. I mean, at least they're growing. That's a positive. Oh, I don't know if they're going to occasionally drop a megaphond seed. Kind of like how these things occasionally drop a pike apple seed. For when you want to expand the farm, you could in theory start with a single pike apple and go from there and be fine. I'm not sure I can do that with the megaphond. Okay, let me do a little bit of that. And you're still working on that, and it's literally all power-related issues. Or what? You've got 50 rad bolts. Oh, and so you're coming in to do... Oh, you can't breathe for long enough. That might be slowing down your science progress. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Gas. Oh, it's horrendous down here. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let me grab a little gas vent. Are we just not... Why are we not producing oxygen? Why are you not pumping? Disabled by automation grid. Because... Oh, because water's still a problem. Right. And I never hooked you back up. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so we're having small gas problems. That'll be fixed fairly quickly. So then we'll grab an insulated pipe. Like so. And I'm going to make sure that they do this at a 9. Like so. And then with the bridge, it should only feed water in if there isn't already water running up here. Perfect. So at least that will top up what's already running. Because we're getting our water back. because we can pull extra water from down here. Perfect. And now you're running. But you're going to be running with full throughput, which should mean everything will function because we should hit the gas caps that we need. There we go. That gets all of you running again. Perfect. And then you're fueling just this. Okay. And then you're fueling that suit, those suits. Yeah. Yeah, respectable. If I wanted to, I suppose I could remove this suit dock, wall this off, and just say, listen, if you need to get into here, you go through the same doorway as the Dreco Ranch, because you're never going to need 5 Atmos suits for the Dreco Ranch, but you might need one for down here. That might be a little future-proofing, making things simpler for us. What are you storing? Sand. Right, and all the sand gets dropped into here as a filtration medium if we need it. But we haven't needed a filtration medium for a while. That's fair. But we're so back. The pumps are pumping. Pipes are piping. Oh, and I did get another little tip that's extremely useful and I had forgotten about, which is I should do that and then snip that. So what that will do is the bridge should pull. We'll double check, but the bridge should always pull the hydrogen first. So hydrogen will always go over here, and then if this pipe is full up to here, then it will go into the power plant. Also into this hydrogen power plant to be permanently burnt, to make sure we always get rid of our excess. Yes, because it works like this here. The bridge always pulls first. So nothing is going into here. Perfect. Thank you for the tip. It's something that I had forgotten. I was like, how do I make it? Do I have to go over here and have it split off? No, no, no. You bridge. Bridge always pulls first and bridge always feeds second. Pulls first, feeds second. It's a good way to remember it, actually. And that's probably how I'll remember it in the future. Pulls first, feeds second. What the hell is that? Well, I have to know. A lump. Okay, the large size and spiny protrusion make them unparalleled to most predators. What does a lump do? They subsist on overgrowth. Oh, and they create peat. Oh! Blumlums create algae. Oh, okay. So you can eat overgrow vines or bristleberries or bog jelly and you make peat. Or the other one makes algae. Interesting. He's probably not going to do anything. He'll die of starvation as most creatures in our colony do. But it's interesting to know. To have discovered. So you're awaiting rad bolts, which means none of this is ever going to get done. You know what? It's numbers time. I hate doing public math, but 400, a 250 and a 250 and a 250. Okay. 150. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So that's another 210. And we have 2,500. Okay, so we definitely have more data banks than we could possibly need, which means this rocket is officially no longer a science rocket. Okay? It's no longer a science rocket. This storage bin is to be deconstructed. This is to be deconstructed. This... You can hold the algae for now because we're probably going to get rid of... Big sweep, big sweep. We're probably going to get rid of the oxygen diffuser and replace it with the... Oh, what is it called? The oxalite sconce. And then we'll... Oh yeah, we'll get rid of your algae. We don't need the algae. Yeah. We'd rather you have the oxalite sconce with some oxalite in here. Because we produce oxalite very efficiently. Yeah. You hold algae to make. If we really don't need the algae distillers either, but yeah, we have them. We have them and that's fine. Yeah, okay. We're going to deconstruct the nose cone. We're going to add a second... Oh, we're not going to add a second fuel tank because you're here. We're going to add a... Oh, I haven't done it yet, but we're going to add a drill cone. Eventually. Going to add a second one of you. Which means we're going to add a second one of you. Yes. How is our other... You're over here. Absolutely. You go over here. Yes. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just data banks. Fair. I'm not sure I really need them. Right. So we've made it over here. So we're going to have to deconstruct those. Right? And then I think... do this. It's going to be a hell of a project. Then we'll also be mining this out. I suppose the good thing is we'll at least... maybe have it just go down a little ways, at least until we hit the 1,000-degree rock, which is here. Okay, so we'll go down to here, and hopefully, in going down that deep, we might see the magma. There's got to be magma, unless we have to have magma. I would think. Even if it's just a small biome. If we can just get the heat spike touching the magma, just kissing the surface of the magma, we should be golden forever. I mean, forever is a relative term, but forever for the colony. Like, at least here, we don't really need a whole lot of temperature. Right? I suppose, yeah, it's not that the door is open. The door being closed is the problem. And then it like flash dumps the heat and then heats up a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Then let's... Oh, hold on. Don't do that. No. Deconstruct just the buildings. Okay. And I'm going to move this over and I'm going to replace this. Actually, I'm not sure I can, thinking about it. I mean, there's very rarely a reason for anyone to go down here. Is there a reason for anyone to go into this room? There actually might not be. It's still useful to have the option to get in here, though. You know what? I could just have them run all the way through here, down here, and then into here. If I really, really, really needed them to. Yeah, so why not? I feel bad. I told someone to stop that and they dropped whatever material they had down here. Do you... Oh, you don't sweep anymore. Right. I've got to move you down a step. Son, down a step. What do you mean? You pull 4 point... Okay. Let's do that because that shouldn't have been connected that way anyway. Ah. This is why you always tell it just buildings, please. Just buildings. Because you can make small errors like that. That's fine. And our power generation is going to suffer because of it, so ideally... What were you building that out of? Lead. And what are you built out of? Steel? Yeah, definitely build that out of steel. You can build the others out of lead, but just build that out of steel. And actually, in theory, this doesn't need to exist anymore. Maybe this doesn't either. Yeah. Right, do you still think you'll sometimes put in a crazy amount? No. I mean, you are, but you're the wrong type of wire. Yeah. That's fair. Okay, we're going to deconstruct those auto sweepers. Because then these ones will do the sweeping. And they'll put everything into here. Is there anything you don't actively accept? Megafrond grain. Well, might as well select that. There shouldn't be any reason that they would drop Megafrond grain down here. But you never know. If you've ever dropped clothing down here, I want that swept up as well. Yeah. Yeah, leave the bleachstone and oxalite down here though, if that ever happens to be the case. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, they've rebuilt that. Fantastic. Okay, I'm looking for magma. Baby, give me magma. I want to see that magma. So I see the generators are back to running at full capacity now. Love that. You actually don't need those. Yeah. Okay. I could maybe hook this stuff up, actually, to this setup. We'll see, of course. What are you doing up here? You're picking something up. I don't know what, but you're picking something up from up there. Okay. You're still going great. Oh, why were you... Was it not enough gas? Okay. Okay, I think I see the problem. The potential problem, at least. Here's what we're going to do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to dig. I'm going to widen the gap. Right, I'm going to widen the gap here so that this gas, this 4,000 kilograms, can more easily flow down here. We can get a more even flow of gas running down here. The reason we're going to build a wall first is so that when we deconstruct the inner wall, we don't lose any of the gas out the side. Or in an ideal world, we also won't expose the gas to these extremely frigid temperatures and suddenly liquefy it all again. That would be nice for that to happen. Sure. Oh, megaphone spore! Plant it. I know we don't have enough gas to run 3 of them. We barely have enough for 1, but that's what we're working on. Though this will come as a later project. Because I want them to fix the power plant first. Oh. I was like, why can't they get that? Because there's no way down there. It might be the highest priority thing for them to do, but they can't get there. My bad. Do we use dirt for anything? We have 557 tons of dirt. I suppose I'm used to, in my previous games, having really heavily relied on dirt for farming. And it really isn't that necessary here. Oh yeah. We're going to need a second fuel line. Lovely. Getting to work on that. Drill cone still not done, and it's all down to the radiation science, which is fine. That will take a while. Though it might be time to think about a research reactor. It's a hell of a project. Even saying the words was kind of daunting. But it might be time. Might be time. Might be time. Not necessarily, but might be time. Okay. One day I'll also make a colony that looks nice. I know this looks ugly as sin to look at. Like all the bedrooms and the bathrooms and the food will all be in one big block on one side. One day. I mean, in theory, I could do it now, right? I could just strip all of this crap out and I could put all of this on the right side and make a nice big dedicated block for all of their habitation needs. Fill that with oxygen, and then they have to wear suits whenever they leave, or an oxygen mask whenever they leave. I don't really want to do that to my fellas, though. I like them to at least be okay. The core, though, I imagine is terrible. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, terrible in here. Okay-ish in here. You don't like the bathrooms. This is fine, but you like everything else. Are these 3 tall? Could I hang an aeropod? I might be able to hang an aeropod in here just to buff the looks. In here, terrible. And what's the big nasty part? It's the heavy watt wire, which is ugly. The heavy watt joint plate is ugly. Insulated liquid pipe is ugly. And the power transformer is ugly. Yeah, that's fair. But, I mean, if I conductive heavy watted wire did all of the wires, you're minus 25 the core. Oh, you're almost a minus 25. But you're minus 25. And you're minus 20. Okay. So it would impact the core a little less. We would take... There's 15 heavy watt wires affecting this area. Affecting pretty much every area. And for every heavy watt wire, we would remove 5 negative the core. So we'd only be at minus 300 from the heavy watt wires. That's okay. The insulated liquid pipe is ugly. What about a regular liquid pipe? Regular isn't. Insulated is. They're all ugly. You're plus 20% decor, so you're probably only a minus 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm ever going to get the decor looking nice in any of these rooms. That's fine. I don't really care about that. I care about science. Now, how are we doing? I mean, it's slow progress, but they're doing it. We're not any further than we've ever been right now, so we're not seeing anything new yet. I'm hoping that with any luck, we'll start to see some magma. Like, Smelola. The magma actually runs quite, by the way, the magma looks sick now. I didn't even notice, look at that. But the magma runs quite high. Oh, the polluted water looks horrendous now with the aquatic update. Sheesh. Yeah, the magma on Smelola actually runs quite high and then is very well insulated by the abyssalite. Like, we could easily put a heat spike here and have a geothermal power plant running in this bottom right corner excellently. There's a hydrogen vent down there. We'd never be able to access that. At least I don't think I would ever be able to access that. I'm not that smart. I wish that I could build things even without the material to do it. To be like, place the ghost of the material here. You know, like, this is where I would do it if I had what I was looking for. Because I think I could very easily put a little 2 or 3 reactor or 3 turbine power plant down here. Feel pretty good about it. And then that would power everything in here probably forever. Because we're not exactly going to have much. I'll probably strip all of this crap away. I'll leave the platform, the teleporter platforms, and I'll bridge them together or whatever. But... And I hate that these are all offset and that you can't move these. That's fine. But yeah, I'll just scrap all of this. We don't really want anyone over here. But if we could have an automated system, so I don't even know why I'd be. Maybe for the chlorine. Or maybe someone over here who just strip mines the place and we send him food. Yeah, that could be a way to go. How you doing, by the way? We're still working on the steel. What's the steel looking like? We have plenty of steel. Still not there. And knowing how many sciences we're going to need to achieve pretty much anything, it's going to be a long old project. Can I make these out of obsidian? I can. Okay. What if I made these out of obsidian so that you could, in theory, take the obsidian you've just mined and use that to build the ladder? Just a thought. We'll see. Actually, don't go too far because we're going to want to probably crack a hole in here. Heat spike. Where's 1,000 starts here. So we might want a heat spike here. And then ideally we'll want the heat spike to be touching as much material as possible. So will you... Nope, you won't grab the obsidian for that. Because you're running errands. That's fine. Who mines? Is it priorities? It's priorities. Mining. Or is it called digging? It's called digging. Liam, you dig. What order do these happen in? Oh, this way. Right? No? Or is that arrow, does that not mean anything? That might not mean anything. Liam? Okay, you're gonna have to suffer a little bit for our success, okay? You're an artist. And actually you have a passion in these, so why not? Oh, I did medicine. I didn't mean to do medicine. That's my bad. But you know what? You're a medicine man now. Okay, a bit of this. You have all of those. Pretty much everyone can do... I'm giving them the strength for more carrying capacity on literally everybody. Their mood might get a little sour based on how things are going, but... I mean, we should be fine, right? Yeah. Because they're gonna... hopefully eat good food and have good mood because of the good food, right? And that should offset them being sad. I hope. You know what? Hug that thing if you really need to. Okay. Mop that. I assume that's water that's frozen and then melted. Well, it shouldn't be, because the water's actually quite warm. How is there ethanol in here? Oh, you've started pumping ethanol. Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought that the liquids... Is there really... There's so much mercury down here that it bumped ethanol up to here? You know what? I'm just turning this... I'm turning you off. I'm shutting you down. I don't give a fuck about that anymore. There's so much ethanol. Is that what this... No, this is mercury that's up here for some reason. You know what? I actually don't care. Whatever happens with this ethanol, if it breaks a bunch of equipment, whatever, they'll fix it. They'll fix it or they'll die. I don't care anymore. We don't have enough gas for the two of them. That's fine. Yeah, we're still working on this. because they're not... Has anything blocked them, or are they just not... Oh, can you not reach it because this ladder doesn't go all the way down? I'm making these 9s now. I don't really care either. I just want them to get it done. Alright. Now, show me the whatever. There might not be magma on this world, you know? There's a real chance that we don't ever hit magma here. I would think there'd be a little bit, right? A scooch. A smidge, perhaps. Right? Maybe. We'll sort that out though in the next one. For now, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. I really appreciate it. Love your faces for it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description. Ring the notification button. And I'll see you back here for some ethanol-powered showers in the next one. See ya!